Okay, I guess I'm going to start here. I didn't know I was starting that quickly. I have Adobe Photoshop Elements 11 open, and what I'm doing is using a photo that I purchased from iStock Photo. You can look beneath the video to find the links to everything I'm talking about. So I found a good, huge, nice, large photo from iStock Photo. Let me flip over to show you. I'm going to use this photo right here. It's big. It's 1811 by 2714. And I liked buying that large one because Amazon likes photos that are best quality, 1563 by 2500 pixels. So that photo was a good $128 or so. So let's get started. We're just going to go to File, and I'm actually going to open the photo itself and not create a background because it's so huge. File, Open, and let's grab that photo that's on my desktop. So I'm opening that huge photo, and there it is. It's such a beautiful photo that I just want to let the photo mostly stand as my background, my whole cover image for my Kindle book. So if you have a nice huge photo like this, you're good. I just want to write words actually atop the photo, and we've got this nice space on the left to write a title and author name at the bottom. So let's get started. I see I have my colors already. The foreground color is some really bright color I was using, but I can change that. Right now I'm going over here to text, my horizontal type tool. So I'm clicking on that. And by the way, if you don't see all these things on the left or these things on the right, you just want to go to Window, make sure you have Tools, Layers, and Panel Bin checked on. And that's just the name of my image. Alrighty, I checked the horizontal type tool. What I'm going to do is I'm hovering my mouse kind of up on the left-hand corner, my trackpad. I'm clicking and holding it down, and I'm dragging a text box right about there, giving myself a lot of space. Now I'm ready to start typing my text. The green means commit to your current operations. That means you like what you see. The red circle with a line through it means cancel. If you've drawn the box the wrong way, then you could cancel it. So far I'm good. I could tell by this clicking in the middle that it's on center, but I want it left justified, so I'm clicking left justified. Let's change that color to a nice pretty, let's make it 10% gray. I tend to use that a lot. It might look good against this background. So that's the color my text will be. Let's find a nice text, something good. I'm just clicking something that would stand out against that photo nicely. Let's try marker felt. Just give it a, it says thin. Let's make it wide. And different texts have different options here. Some you won't see this. Let's make it bold. And let's try, I don't know, 48 points. So I'm going to start typing. The name of this book is Healing Hair Loss. As you can tell, I have a lot of room to work with there. So I'm just highlighting this. For this instance, I chose my shift button and I left arrowed back in order to select it, but you could actually select it with your mouse pad. Let's crank it all the way up to a text of 60 points. And you can tell I have more room, so let's do 72 points. And you know what? I'm going to hit enter. I still have a lot of room. It looks okay, but I'm going to highlight that and I'm going to change it to a different text. See if I like something else better and something that will show up a bit bigger. Let's try that one, Postino Standard. Don't really like that. Let's try, and this is what a lot of it is a lot of playing around until you get what you like, the effect you're going for. Let's try wide Latin. I knew I wouldn't like that. Okay, keep playing around as you like with all these different text options. American typewriter, I tend to like that a lot. Okay, how about we move it down a little bit? I'm just hitting enter. That's a little bit too wide, but it might work for the particular subject matter. I'm going to show you another. No, I really don't like that. We'll get to it. We're going to get to it. Once you figure out what you like. And the reason this is kind of happening is because I chose a photo that is so huge. Let's try copper plate Gothic bold. Okay, that's kind of nice. One thing I want to do, I'm going to get rid of those spaces, or maybe not. Let's do this. One trick you can do if you're running to the same issue where you want your text bigger. You see how this looks like it only goes up to 72 points. You can actually, let's type 150 in here. There we go. You see what that did? Let's try 125. I meant to say 125. You can actually force it larger than the 72 points. So going with 90 still doesn't work. Let's try 85. Even then that doesn't work. There we go. Normally yours wouldn't take that long, but I just wanted to give you some good pointers. Okay, you know what? Let's go with this. Healing hair loss. I'm going to click commit that. So basically I said that's how I want it. And if you want to do something kind of cute, I'll show you to make the text pop. Let's go under layer, layer style. Oh, I'm glad that I did that so you can see why it's not showing. What I want to do is, let's click somewhere else. I'm sorry, let's go over here. I want to click my text layer. Now we'll see what I tried to do. Layer, layer style, style settings. We're going to just fancy up the text a little bit. My preview button is checked, and let's choose a nice little drop shadow. You see what that did, very subtle. Let's choose a glow, and I'll leave it at the defaulted color over here. A nice little inner glow, and the outer glow is where it'll really show. And notice, there we go. You see how I'm pulling that size over? And you might be able to tell what it's doing there. So pull it to where you like it. I kind of like it right there. Bevel, not bad this time. A little bit of bevel. Stroke. Sometimes it makes it look a little, I don't know, that might work. Just play on and off with what you like. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to draw another text box for the author name at the bottom, because I generally like having the author's name something different, a little bit different. Okay, let's change this color. I still want it to be something that'll pop against the dark background. So I think I might choose, let's try the light yellow. And we know we can't go with as huge a font because it's a smaller box. I'm going to go down to 48, and we might as well just change up the text. I just chose Century School Book. Selena Lane. I'm sorry, that's not what I want. Seneca. And you see how that happened. I'm just going to choose Command A on my Mac, Control A on Windows. It would be, I'm going to knock that down from 48 points to 36 points. And that's kind of nice. One thing I could do is drag that box over a little. See how I'm doing that? You look and you see whenever, you know, it changes to like a corner like that, you could drag it out a little bit. Or once it changes to like that arrow, that's when you're able to move it. So now that I gave it a little more space, I might try to knock it up from 36 points. There we go. There we go. That's kind of nice. Okay, I'm going to commit to that, and then I'm going to make sure over here I'm on the Seneca Lane author name. Let's choose layer and layer style again, and there are other ways we can fancy up the text and the photos. I'll show you some of those in future videos coming, but for now, layer, style, style settings. Let's kind of do some of the same things. A little bit of a drop shadow, not bad. Make it pop against the red, and if you want it, you could change the distance of it. It's kind of hard to tell there. The glow, I just really like the glows. You see what it did there? That really made it look even more white. But I like that glow right there. Bevel, yeah, kind of cute. Stroke, I think I'll take the stroke off of that. And we're going to say OK. Alrighty, good enough. We've got our nice Kindle book cover here. Took us what? 10 minutes or a little bit more to create what we've done there. Make sure you've spelled everything correctly. Okay, so basically the photo did most of the work. So that's the good thing about buying a nice large photo from iStockPhoto.com. If it looks good, all you have to do is plop some text on there and an author name, the book title and the author name, and you're good to go. To save it, we want to choose File, Save for Web. And it kind of gives you an idea of how it would look here, just the original, and how it looks here, the JPEG that you're going to save to upload to Amazon. One thing that I want to note, you want to make sure you have a copy of your original photo that you don't save over, even though iStockPhoto does keep copies of the originals that you've purchased so you can download again. I could leave this at this 1811 to 2714. Best quality Amazon says is 1563 by 2500. So, you know, it automatically reduced it. So I don't want to force that. So what I'm going to do is leave it at 1811 by 2417 for this one, because it's larger than the best quality Amazon recommends. I'm just going to type the name, Healing Hair Loss, and if you noticed before, I left it at the preset of unnamed, JPEG, maximum quality, and optimized. So if yours aren't set to those, you can set yours to those. And I'm just going to hit save, and that's it. I've got my beautiful book cover. Now I just need to write the book, and I have the cover to upload to Amazon. Looks good. And if I don't like it, I could always go back here, because I'm not sure about that. Sometimes I don't like the stroke or the bevel. So you see how I just took that stroke off? The bevel's kind of nice. It gives it depth. So I might actually go with this one, but all you're doing basically is, for example, the way I just changed that, I'll just go back through, save for web, leaving everything else the same, unnamed JPEG, maximum quality, 100% optimized, click save, and I'm just going to call it HHL for this time. So I like that a little bit better. So there you go. Play around, look at the link below, search on iStockPhoto.com. Some of the photographers there offer really huge, large photos. And those are the ones I really like that are of good quality, because it really makes our job easier creating an ebook Kindle cover based on a nice, pretty photo. So if the photo speaks for itself, just write your book title on there and your name, and you're good to go. All right, check the link below the video. Hoped it was very helpful. Thanks.